Welcome to a very spooky episode 13. We are most likely going to lose our entire bankroll this video, so stick around to the end.
Hello, stick around to the end. We're going to review my first 100 hours of 1-3 live, look at my win rate, big blinds per 100 or per hour, stuff like that. So, first hand of this session, we got ace 10 of hearts under the gun, clear open, and we're going to go 4 ways to the flop out of position here, which comes down pretty sweet. Flop top pair, top kicker on a pretty wet connected board. It's not connected enough to want to check this, so I'm going to start off with a bet here, pretty small, $20. And we get 2 callers, so we're off to a turn, looking for a blank. It's even better. We turn top trips. I want to get stacks in here, so we're gonna have to go slightly bigger, like 2/3 to 3/4. So size up to 75. Unfortunately, both my opponents do make the fold, so take down the first hand of the night. We're under the gun once again. This time, pocket eights, clear open. We make it $12, and we get a caller. And then a short stack goes all in for 14. Another one overcalls and gets back to us for $2. What can we do? We make the call, so does the low jack. So 4 ways to a flop. Which is pretty sweet. 6-5-4. So we do have a heart in our hand, which is nice. We got a gut shot and an overpair. We're going to start off with a small bet here. We don't mind getting it all in with any of these guys here. So $20, low jack gets out the way, button jams, and for $8 more, not going anywhere. Make the call. Turns the queen of diamonds, it's all right, and a 6 of spades, which is a pretty good card. We show, and button has ace 10 of hearts, and we're good. Pretty good scenario for pocket eights there. Okay, we're once again dealing with some short stacks. We are trying to get a table change. Didn't happen, but that's all right. Button straddles live, small blind has completed, as well as big blind. We have ace queen off. Definitely gonna ISO this up here, make it $30. Folds back around to the small blind, who announces all in for 120. Big blind gets out the way, 25% of our stack in there, lots of pot odds, and ace queen's pretty strong against a limp jam range with short stack, so we're gonna toss in the call pretty quickly. Off to a flop, which isn't great. King 9-5, turns no help, 6 of diamonds, and river's really bad. It's a jack of diamonds. I don't expect to be good here very often, but we surprisingly are. Happy to take that one down with ace high on such a connected board. Alright, this fella on the low jack just crushed me this session. I probably lost about $275 to him in bets that I shouldn't have called. He really enjoys this bet $50 and the next street bet 75. So he got 4 bets of $50 out of me, and I called once with $75. And it looks like he just had it every time. But yeah, we lost pretty much a buy into this guy. He was running really good. So we're looking at quite a few limps. We've got ace king off in the big blind, easy raise, make it 28, and the low jack calls, and so does a cutoff. So we're 3 ways to a flop, which comes down okay. Queen jack 2. I think it's pretty close between betting and checking here. I think that checking gives me more information about their range than betting. But I don't know, I could go either way. I decide on a check here, and the low jack puts out a pretty big bet, $50. Cutoff folds, and you know, I've been folding this guy's $50 bets quite a bit. We do have 4 clean outs, 6 that could be tainted, but that's like 20% to make our hand on the turn for pretty decent odds. So we're gonna peel one off here, $50. Off to a turn, which is the 4 of diamonds. Check it over to him, and he bets his $75, which he's done often. Yeah, we've only really got 4 clean outs here, out of position. We can't even get paid if a 10 comes, or if an ace or king comes and we're good. Like, we're just not getting there. I'm just gonna make a pretty tight fold, even though we're getting really good odds here. So make this lay down. Nice hand. Okay, in this next hand, the straddle is on. We're in the big blind with king 9 of hearts. Definitely good enough to raise this up, so we go 3x. Could go a little bit bigger, but 3x is fine here. And she makes the call. So off to a flop, which comes down pretty good. We got ourselves a pair. Queen 9-8, no sense in betting here. Not gonna get value from worse too often. And there's just too many hands that can continue that we don't know where we are. So out of position, I prefer check here. And she does go ahead and bet about half pot, $20. We're gonna make the call here. People will bet an 8 or a 9 here when checked to them, so Yeah, easy call. Off to the turn, which is the 6 of clubs. We check it over, and good news, she does check it back, as we're probably folding to a turn bet. River's a little bit interesting. It is the 10 of spades. We're checking, hoping for her to check back, but she does not. She bets 30. We're not calling here. Never calling here. But our hand does have pretty nice removal to, some 2 pairs. Not really sets. The sets are betting the turn. But we've also got blockers to king jack, jack 9, and some straights, and this bet seems weak. I sense a little bit of weakness. She's only about 150 behind. I think we're going to put her to the test. Little bit. Could use some better hand selection, but I just feel something. So we jam it all in, fade the snap call, and luckily she doesn't think for too long. Toss her hand in the muck. She actually had 10-9 off, so river 2 pair, so very happy to get that through. Alright, this is against our 50-75 friend, so we're facing a lot of limps. We're in the cutoff with ace-jack off. We're going to bump this up to $20. Button calls, and so does our friend in the under the gun position. So we are 3 ways to a pretty alright flop. Queen, jack 6 with 2 diamonds. Checks over to me. I'm just going to check this back. No sense in betting here. And checks through. Cool. Turn is the 9 of hearts. Doesn't change too much. I mean, like king 10, 10-8, get there. But it's alright. But he bets 50. And normally I would just fold versus this player type for like this sizing, because ace-jack's just never good here. I know we put it in our check range to be able to call down, but that's not necessary. But this is the sixth time this session he's bet $50. And I just kind of want to see what's going on. We've got a pretty good hand with decent removal. We can bluff diamond rivers if it gets to it. So I'm going to call here, and button folds. So off to a river, deuce of clubs, nothing changes, and he bets 75 here. And I kind of just want to see what's going on, but at the same time, he's never betting a queen here. Right? I just know this player type. If he has ace queen, he's going to check back here, and so his range is like really narrow. It's just straights, sets, and maybe some good 2 pairs. And I think the rest of the hands he's just going to check back. So since his range is so narrow, and he's been doing this a lot, I make a pretty loose call here. Against like a thinking player or reg, this is an easy, pretty standard call, but against a player like this, it shouldn't be. So I toss in the call, and unfortunately he rolls over 10-8, so he got there on the turn. Nice hand. He's going to win another 125 from us. Final hand of the session. The table's been quite tight, so I am opening a bit looser, playing a bit more aggressively. Player to my left has the button straddle on. She's a new player, just came over from a broken table, but big blind has completed, and we've got 4-3 of hearts with only 2 people to get through, so we're gonna give it a go. Make it 25. Button thinks for a little bit and then makes the call, and big blind gets out the way, so we're heads up out of position to a beautiful flop. 7-5-2 with a heart, pretty much the best flop you could hope for with 4 high. Since it's a low disconnected board, we can start off with a very small bet here, so $20, and button makes a call. So off to a turn, which is amazing. Jack of hearts, we pick up a flush draw. And now, if I had a good hand, I'd want to play for stacks. So this is going to be about a 90% pot bet on the turn and river to get stacks in. So I start off with $90, and she nearly folds. She nearly folds, and then thinks it over a bit more, and then tosses in the call. So for some reason I'm happy to see it, even though we've got 4 high, but we're off to a river, and pretty much any river we're going to jam. I think some board pairing ones we're not. So looking for some help, does not come. We got the queen of clubs, but we have 4 high. We got to go with it. We're going to stick it all in. Look at that bet size. That worked out great. 275 into 277, and she tanks for quite a while. Her cards move to the edge of the table. Then her chips start stacking up. Then her cards start moving again. It is a pretty bad tank. And she grabs her chips and then folds. So we're going to get that one through with 4 high. Very, very happy to see that. All right, that's it for the hands for episode 13. We started this bankroll challenge with $4,713. We had a small loss a few days ago of 76 and then finished this session plus 120, bringing the total bankroll to $4,757. Now let's talk about my 1-3 results. So this is not including the 3 losses that we played at 2-5, so this is just going to be 1-3. So we have won a total of $4,885. This is across 27 sessions. So total buy-ins with 13,831, cashed out for 18,716 across the 27 sessions. 101 hours played, we got a very good hourly of $48.37. It's like 16 big blinds an hour. Pretty happy with that. I think it's pretty close to my true win rate. I think I ran slightly bad, but I just think that everyone thinks that. So probably ran good. If we did win that aces hand, we would be up to like a nearly $7,000 roll, which is like $70 an hour. It's insane. Our dollars per 100 is $193. I'd love to have that win rate online. ROI is 35%. That's just our buy-ins compared to how much we've cashed out. And we've won 63% of our sessions, which is about 3% above the average. So pretty happy with that as well. Yeah, over here you can see the big blinds per hour is 16.12 and the big blinds per 100 is 64.49 for a full ring game where I'm typically playing it's $10 rake plus $2 drop, and we only hit I think $100 something in high hands. So definitely running below EV on that. Yeah, this is it for 101 hours, $4,885. Very happy with this. If we can do another 100 hours like this, we up at 10,000. Man, we'll be sweet. We'll be set to go play some deep stack 2-5. Thank you very much for watching, you guys. I'm loving making these. Drop any comments below. I'll try my best to reply to all of them, and I will see you in the next one.